From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Got it.
Two and now on first down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A run with Mostert up the middle. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Rams will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
88 and out the gate?
Yeah. Listen, I used to hear my old man talking about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive with it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing what.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Let's go now.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go.
Once again, it's Mostert. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Blue striker. On the ball.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And it'll be intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw brought in by Watson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play fake. Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught downfield by Watson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Justin Watson, 45 yards. And the Chiefs would extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra play by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
43, 15.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Getting to the ball behind the line was Xavier Howard.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Yellow.
13 yards remaining on second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Screenplay, McKinnon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back. You make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to tuck.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Ready up.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Smith red.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Calling an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. A pitch out to Mostert. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Yellow.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Verone McKinley. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Out to his left. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Down.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the he's got him in, complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mahomes going to throw it here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Let's go.
Tua to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Hold the ball.
Now Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Justin Watson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off. There's a second for a loss of 5. Well, this